Happy summer and welcome to another edition of Sports Central, where we don't just drink the coffee, we grind the beans too. I'm the playmaker.
And you know me as Scoop Fraser, and we're coming to you from Midland's Astound Broadband Stadium, the largest stadium in Midland, I might add. And just like our MCBU workforce, we thrive under the bright lights and the biggest venues.
That's right, Scoop. We're taking it to the field for this special edition we'd like to call Touchdowns and Trade-Offs.
And just like the Cowboys front office, MCBU also has to consider trade-offs and what's going to score touchdowns, what's going to put points on the board. I think about the Cowboys in the NFL draft recently. Do they take the highly coveted cornerback out of SMU, or do they take a defensive lineman and fill gaps?
Well, much to the dismay of Coach McCarthy, you can't have both. Let's talk about some examples from right here in MCBU from highlights from the first half of 2023. Now, Scoop, go long.
From Pee Wee football to college football stadiums like Nebraska to the NFL, coaches are inevitably faced with the decision of going for it on fourth down or punting and trying to win later in the game. Here in MCBU, our teams work together to determine the highest value activities and which ones we can defer. Now, coming in at number 5, it's our lower carbon fuels team getting recognized for their work transforming MCBU's drilling and completions activities to alternative fuels. It took multiple trade-off conversations and 3 years of hard work, leading to MCBU saving $54 million and eliminating more than 200,000 tons of CO2.
At number 4, just like gravy on a biscuit, it's all good. The NGL Operations and Trading team showed us that if you want to make smart trade-offs, you've got to get the whole team on the same playbook. The gas supply and trading team spent time in Midland sharing strategy, interacting over real-time production data in the IOC, and learning from our teams on the field. One team all day, baby.
Here's a trade-off for you in real time. Between Cavern Fest and Carlsbad, Chevron celebrating Juneteenth, and celebrating the Pecos Rodeo. Did I just see a hippie? Our workforce is showing up all over the community. But for number 3, I'm picking Texas Energy Day, where Chevron employees made a trade-off, taking time away from their day-to-day work to travel to Austin to make their voice heard. We reinforced to Texas policymakers the important role oil and gas play in the success of our state, education funding, and making modern life possible.
At number 2, we're showing the one trade-off we'll never make is safety. In May, MCBU team members from Texas and New Mexico participated in a 4-day emergency medical responder training. With a helicopter and ambulance deployed in the field, they proved that no matter where we're working, we're committed to safety.
And at number 1, I gotta ask, did the Hayhurst, Texas team crack the code on Whataburger's spicy ketchup? Because they got the sauce. They're safely delivering higher returns and lower carbon at the Maya Pad 1 in Hayhurst as they executed 4 3-mile wells that all beat the AFE plan time and aspirational target. These are our first 3-milers in Hayhurst, Texas, and they saved more than $10 million in drilling costs, reduced the rig up and rig down operations, and minimized the number of wellheads, which eliminates a possible source of emissions. Booyah!
Before we wrap this up, Scoop, did you hear the news?
What?
I said, did you hear the news? We've got Cowboys tickets to give away for the 2023 season.
Sweet!
Cowboys football season is just around the corner, and we've got tickets and VIP experiences for a few lucky Chevron employees. For the first 3 regular season home games, you've got the chance to win airfare to Dallas, a night in a hotel, and of course, those tickets to the game. What we're asking you to do is to take a selfie-style video, sharing a bit about your work and life off the clock. We'll randomly select 6 people who participate for the Cowboys experience. Check out more details in the video description. So, who wants in on this deal?
Me! I'm open! trade-offs, baby.